harassing the police every single day.
Affidavit. Punta Gorda Police Department. State of Florida. Incident hashtag 19-01082 FSS 914.22, 1, 914.22, 3, 784.048, 2. In the Circuit Court. Charlotte County vs. State of Florida. Bretton Howard Osborne. Before me judge in and for said county personally came Punta Gorda Police Department Detective Lieutenant Terry A. Cochran / Northport Police Department Detective Adam Taylor who, being duly sworn, deposes and says that between the dates April 6, 2019 and May 21, 2019 AD in the county aforesaid one Bretton Howard Osborne, a white male, date of birth August 9, 1991, height, 5 feet 11 inches, Social Security number SS numbers with a last known address of 25,482 Ison, DR, Port Charlotte, Florida, did knowingly commit the offenses of tampering with a witness victim, 8 counts, FSS 914.22, 1, 777.011, harassing a victim, 1 count, FSS 914.22, 3, 777.011, and stalking, 1 count, FSS 784.048, 2, to wit. All of the aforementioned charges did occur within the jurisdiction of the Punta Gorda Police Department, Charlotte County, Florida. On February 13, 2019, 2 victim men 6 filed a stalking complaint with Lieutenant Terry A. Cochran at the Punta Gorda Police Department alleging Lan Douglas Mcguire was continuously stalking, worked at the 2 victim men 6 in Punta Gorda, Charlotte County, Florida, and posted the encounters on his YouTube channel 1/8 State. Lieutenant Cochran conducted an investigation that spanned the month of February and submitted a summons request charging Ian Mcguire with 1 count of willful stalking, FSS 784.048, 2, law degree misdemeanor, that was filed on March 2019. Due to the significance of the continuing harassment and repeated stalking, 2 victim men 6 sought an injunction for protection with Ian Mcguire as the respondent. That protection order was made final and permanent on March 5, 2019 by the Honorable Judge Mary Evans. During the ensuing weeks, 2 victim men 6 reported multiple instances of phone harassment with threats against along with grandchildren and obscenities at home and work. These harassing and threatening phone calls were each precipitated by Ian Mcguire posting personal information such as work address and phone numbers on his YouTube channel HOMESTEAD, even though the protection order was in place. RIM employer at the 2 victim men 6 was also reporting phone and business website harassment, as WI was also a prosecution witness in the original stalking case currently before the court. Gig phone number also had been posted by Ian Mcguire on his YouTube channel HOMESTEAD. Due to this, filed a petition of violation of the protection order 2 via Amend 6 on March 26, 2019, and a separate stalking case was opened by Lieutenant Cochran concerning the ongoing tampering and harassment, with a parallel case opened by Detective Adam Taylor with the Northport Police Department, the jurisdiction of residence. 2 victim men 6. 1. It was noted that Ian Mcguire self-proclaimed himself in his videos as the owner and administrator of the HOMESTEAD YouTube channel. In his videos he promotes HOMESTEAD as the channel he now has to replace his So They Call It Freedom YouTube channel that was taken down by YouTube for similar harassment activity. He requests monetary contributions and announced a Patreon page available to collect the contributions at the end of each video. As owner and administrator, Ian Mcguire has the singular authority to pin comments at the top of the comment section on his channel. By definition, pinning a comment on a YouTube channel promotes it and keeps it the first comment on the page to encourage subscribers or visitors to read it for content. Ian Mcguire, as the owner and administrator, also has the authority to remove comments from any location on his channel. On March 29, 2019, Ian Mcguire was charged with the 1, 1. Count of willful stalking and issued a summons. On that same day Ian Mcguire appeared in the lobby of the PUNTA GORDA Police Department requesting a copy of a report filed by 2. Vituna Men's 6 manager Jerry Presseller, who was also a prosecution witness in the original stalking case currently before the court. The report concerned a pile of feces that was dumped at the site of 2. Victim Men's 6 business tent at the 2. Victim Men's 6 on March 23, 2019. With Ian Mcguire in the lobby was Bretton Howard Osborne. Bretton Osborne had become associated with Len Mcguire on or about March 25, 2019 after he mailed Ian Mcguire information concerning a problem he was having with the Election Commission and public records. After receiving the report, both Ian Mcguire and Bretton Osborne began laughing and taunting Jerry Presseller in a YouTube video posted on HOMESTEAD. They seemed elated by their statements that his personal information, including all of his phone numbers, were in the report. They began mocking him and saying how it was not smart of him to do that, using the phrase "jaja" over and over again. Shortly after, Jerry Presseller reported multiple harassing phone calls. On April 4, 2019, Bretton Osborne, accompanied by Ian Mcguire, entered the lobby of the Northport Police Department and requested a copy of a report filed by 2. Victim Men's 6 regarding harassment occurring at residence. The report face page was shown on video at HOMESTEAD, and the following day Ian Mcguire pinned a comment listing all work phone numbers and home address on the channel. A short time later, obscene and threatening type mailings and additional threatening calls were made to at registered home, work and cell phones. 2. Victim Men's 6. Northport Detective Adam Taylor reported on April 10, 19, 2. Victim Men's 6 received 2 packages in the mail at Phil residence, 2. Victim Men's 6, which contained fecal matter. One of the packages was sent using a United States Postal Service self-service kiosk, SSK, in Charlotte County, Florida, with tracking number 9505, 5066, 7771, 9096, 051266. The U.S. Postal Inspector Mark Kavik provided information that this package was sent by Bretton Osborne. The SSK captured a photograph of Bretton Osborne as he mailed the package on April 6, 19. Ian Mcguire was visible in the background of the photograph at the post office with his arm raised, as if he was waving at a security camera. Detective Taylor reported on April 16, 19, 2. Victim Men's 6 received a package in the mail at residence, which contained fecal matter. This package was sent using a USPS SSK in Charlotte County, Florida, with tracking number 9505, 5066, 8021, 9105, 069236. The U.S. Postal Inspector Mark Kavik provided information that this package was sent by Bretton Osborne. The SSK captured a photograph of Bretton Osborne as he mailed the package on April 15, 19. The IP address 174.58.85.23. 2. Victim Men's 6. 2. Tracked this package on April 26, 19 at around 1350 HRS. It was later discovered through a response to a subpoena that this IP address is linked to Bretton Osborne. Detective Taylor reported on April 22, 2019 to Vituna Men's 6 was startled by a vehicle in driveway and a white male on front porch with a camera, even though warning signs had been posted on F1 front door due to continued harassment of service vendors being sent to residents using false phone numbers. The subject, who claimed to be an Uber driver, hurriedly got into his vehicle while 2. told him to call the police department to make a report. 2. Victim Arn was alarmed and did not believe the subject. In photographed the silver SUV while it was pulled into driveway and again after the vehicle left headed south on Cranberry Boulevard. The photos showed a white male subject seated in the driver's seat of the silver SUV with a dark beard. As the SUV was driving away, the license plate, FL tag ERHE24, was visible in the photo. This same photo also captured the numeric address characters visible on the victim's mailbox, 2. Victim Men's 6. After an NCIC/FCIC check of the license plate, The Toyota ST1V was registered to Stephen Osborne, who was identified as the father of Bretton Osborne. This same vehicle was observed in the driveway of Bretton Osborne's residence, 4160 Harbor Boulevard, by Lieutenant Cochran during previous surveillances of the residence. A photo lineup was later conducted with 2 Uctran AM who positively identified Bretton Osborne as the male subject who claimed to be an Uber driver. All front porch. Lieutenant Cochran, after observing the photographs taken by 2, victim amends 6, identified the bearded driver as Bretton Osborne and recognized the vehicle as one parked every morning at Bretton Osborne's personal residence at 4160 Harbor Boulevard in Port Charlotte, since he began periodic surveillance of it in early April after the Northport police report was obtained by him. Lieutenant Cochran later discovered, after checking the subpoenaed phone records from Bretton Osborne's Verizon account, he had transferred picture data to Ian Mcguire's known ATT phone account while in 2. Victim amends 6 driveway on April 22. On April 23, 2019, 2. Victim amends 6 reported to Lieutenant Cochran and Detective Taylor that had received over 40 harassing phone calls between 8:30 p.m. and 3:30 a.m. provided one of the messages left on Mull phone voicemail. The voice on the call was that of a male. During one of the messages the following was left: "Now I have a question for you too, Vic, with all this stuff going on, all these Uber rides, food orders, dog crap in the mail, dildos mailed to you. Was all this stuff happening before you decided to take over somebody's First Amendment right and make up bunch of lies and sob stories and play a little victim role? Was all this stuff happening before that? Or after? I am sure you're not enjoying none of this." The voice specifically referenced to about being videoed and playing the victim. 2. Vice M. Arnfold 6. He again states called police and played the victim for being videoed and then tells 2 victim, needs to get priorities straight. On April 23, 2019, while at a protective injunction dissolution hearing applied for by Ian Mcguire, Bretton Osborne appeared at the hearing for the first time as Ian Mcguire's cameraman. Lieutenant Cochran and Detective Taylor observed that Bretton Osborne had completely changed his look since the day before while at 2 Varmamen's 6 residence. He had shaved his beard completely. At the end of the hearing, as is customary, the protection petitioner was allowed to leave ahead of the respondent to avoid confrontation. As 2, victim amends 6 was led down the court's hallway toward the elevator, Bretton Osborne chased after RA with the video camera, knowing did not want to be harassed with it. Osborne continued to film and follow 2, victim AM to the elevator even after he was asked to leave 2 alone. The video recorded by victim Osborne was later posted to the HOMESTEAD YouTube channel. On April 25, 2019, Stephen Osborne came to the Punta Gorda Police Department and verified in a recorded interview, the vehicle photographed at Ivitzi's residence was his, but he was not the primary 3. driver. He stated his son Bretton Osborne had control of the vehicle and used it as primary transportation. Mr. Osborne stated it had been quite some time since he had drove the vehicle. A short time later, Bretton Osborne appeared at the police department requesting to speak with Lieutenant Cochran. In a recorded interview, he made no comments about the whereabouts of his vehicle on April 22, 2019, but did acknowledge he knew 2, victim amends 6 was a victim of stalking protected by an injunction. He stated his only problems with government was with the Election Commission over their failure to respond properly to his records request, and he met Ian Mcguire on the internet. He was warned that harassment of RIENESA on behalf of Ian Mcguire or on his own accord was a crime. He stated he was not interested in harassing and owed only the First Amendment. He was advised of the ongoing harassment of 2, victim amends 6 at residence, and he stated did not support the ongoing harassment other than maybe someone leaving a message asking why hates the First Amendment. He stated in the interview that he runs with Ian Mcguire, but that should not be a concern to anyone other than him. Detective Taylor reported on April 25, 19, 2, victim amends 6 received multiple packages in the Male Aim residence. One package contained rotten bananas and was sent using a USPS SSK in Charlotte County, Florida, with tracking number 9505, 5066, 7771, 9113, 055673. Another package contained fecal matter, menstrual pills, and a box of laxatives. This package was sent using a USPS SSK in Charlotte County, Florida, with tracking number 9505, 5066, 7771, 9107, 054101. A third package contained bananas, which had not yet rotted, and was sent using a USPS SSK in Charlotte County, Florida, with tracking number 9510, 8066, 7771, 9114, 055873. The U.S. Postal Inspector Mark Kavik provided information that these packages were sent by Bretton Osborne. The SSKs captured photographs of Osborne as he mailed the packages. Each package was mailed by Osborne on a separate date, April 17, 19, April 23, 19, April 24, 19. Detective Taylor reported on May 2, 19, he sent a subpoena to Craigslist for a fraudulent posting which advertised free mangoes and starfruit at 2, victim amend 6 address, 2, victim amend 6. The posting had resulted in multiple strangers arriving on 2, victim amend 6's property unannounced and frightening. He received a response from Craigslist which provided the creation date for the post, April 30, 19, along with the posting IP address, 174.58.85.23. This IP address was researched, and a subpoena was sent to the related Internet service provider, Comcast Communications. On May 10, 19, Detective Taylor received a response from Comcast Communications which listed the subscriber as Stephen Osborne with the address, 4160 Harbor Boulevard, Port Charlotte, Florida, 33952. The billing party was listed as Brittany K. Fining. The associated phone number was listed as 941-457-7957. Using investigative means, this phone number was researched and linked to Bretton Osborne. A subpoena to Verizon also confirmed this phone number was registered to Bretton Osborne. Bretton Osborne was known to reside at 4160 Harbor Boulevard in Port Charlotte with his girlfriend Brittany Fining. A vehicle registered to Brittany Fining had been observed in the driveway at that residence on multiple occasions by Lieutenant Cochran during his surveillances since early April. Detective Taylor reported on May 7, 19, 2 victim Trend 6 received a package of rotten bananas in the mail at FA residence. This package was sent using a USPS SSK in Charlotte County, Florida, with tracking number 9505, 5066, 7771, 9118, 056576. The U.S. Postal Inspector Mark Kavik provided information that this package was sent by Bretton Osborne. The SSK captured a photograph of Bretton Osborne as he mailed the package on April 28, 19. On May 21, 1911 received a package which was delivered to FLA place of employment. She notified Lieutenant Cochran and Detective Taylor immediately because the package was a USPS envelope which had grandkids written across it in blue marker and it appeared to have blood coming from it. 2. Victim AM. 2. Victim amend 6. 4. After 2 Emil 6 brought the package home after work, Detective Taylor observed the outside of the victim envelope to have what appeared to be dried fluid on it. The envelope was addressed to which was also written in blue marker as was 2 victim grandkids. This package contained the remains of a dead 3 to 4 week old kitten, as estimated by the veterinarian who conducted the necropsy of the animal. It was determined by the veterinarian the kitten had an interior amputation of the tail as well as an interior decapitation and crushed skull. The veterinarian advised it appeared the kitten was swung by the tail as its head impacted a hard surface causing the joint separation and skull fractures. The dead kitten was sent using a USPS SSK in Lee County, Florida with tracking number 9505, 5066, 9691, 9129, 1080, 72. The U.S. Postal Inspection Service provided information that this package was sent by Osborne. The SSK captured a photograph of Bretton Osborne as he mailed the package on May 9, 19. It was determined through multiple interviews that throughout the past 4 months of ongoing harassment and intimidation, Victim Amend 6 and 2 Victim Amend 6 have not been able to conduct a normal life. Their health and well-being has been affected every time they receive the obscene threatening phone calls and or threatening intimidating mailings. They are unable to open their mail, answer their phones or go anywhere without fearing reprisal for being the victim and witness in the ongoing stalking case of Ian Mcguire currently before the court. 2. Victim Amend 6. 2. Victim Amend 6 has been especially susceptible to the use of grandchildren as a target of the threats. NM is currently raising MI teenage grandchildren, and prior to the dead kitten being sent with the grandkids message, phone calls were received threatening them being raped. Not only are N2, Victim Amend 6 feeling the effects of the intimidation and harassment, 2 Victim Amend 6 grandchildren can also no longer conduct themselves as normal teenagers would for fear of being attacked. After receiving the dead kitten with the threat towards grandchildren was compelled to out of state for CI safety. 2 Victim Amend 6. 2 Victim Amend 6. Send. 2. Victim Amend 6. Got and 2. Victim Amend 6 have stated without a doubt the intent of the threatening intimidating calls and the threatening intimidating packages is to put enough pressure on them to withdraw the injunction, drop the stalking complaint and not testify against Ian Mcguire in any fashion. Both have provided statements they wish to prosecute whoever is found to be responsible for these illegal acts of tampering and harassment against them. Bretton Osborne did mail 7 threatening/intimidating packages via U.S. mail with the intent to tamper and harass both 2, Victim Amend 6 2, Victim Amend 6 and as the victim and witness, respectively, currently under subpoena to testify in the ongoing stalking case before the courts with Ian Mcguire as the defendant. Bretton Osborne with the intent to tamper and harass registered, also did surreptitiously enter the property of residents uninvited with a camera and knowing was the protected victim in the ongoing stalking case currently before the court with Ian Mcguire as the defendant, along with the forwarding photograph files to Ian Mcguire while still on the property and followed up with the unwanted pursuit awful again the following day with a video camera in the halls of the courthouse. 2. Victim Amend 6. Bretton Osborne did with the intent to harass 2 Victim Amend 6 place a false online Craigslist advertisement inviting the general public to enter 2 Victim Amend 6 residential property unannounced for the purpose of taking free fruit. The presence of the individuals who responded alarmed and frightened. 2 Victim Amend 6. 5. Bretton Osborne did willfully, maliciously, and repeatedly harass thereby committing the offense of stalking. Based on the aforementioned facts, PUNTA GORDA Police Department Detective Lieutenant Terry A. Cochran / Northport Police Department Detective Adam Taylor are requesting that a warrant be issued for the arrest of Bretton Howard Osborne for the charges of tampering with a witness victim, 8 counts, FSS 914.22, 1, 777.011, harassing a victim, 1 count, FSS 914.22, 3, 777.011, and stalking, 1 count, FSS 784.048, 2, in such case made and provided, and against the peace and dignity of the State of Florida. 2. Victim Amend 6. PUNTA GORDA Police Department Detective Lieutenant Terry A. Cochran / Northport Police Department Detective Adam Taylor, affiant. PUNTA GORDA Police Department Detective Lieutenant Terry A. Cochran / Northport Police Department Detective Adam Taylor are personally known to me or identified himself / herself by a law enforcement identification card. Sworn to and subscribed before me this day of June 2, 6, 2019. Notary. Judge. 6. Seal.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH. I am using any video here with under fair use if you have criticism, reporting, teaching, etc. And please donate. I do not make money from YouTube, and there are different ways to donate in the video links. Thanks.